I am Nick Stazzoni, and I will be doing my American Dream benchmark presentation on the Republican Party. To start off, I will be going from the least relatable and conjunctory terms to the greatest as far as how they have progressed Republicanism and the Republican Party over time, as far as how they have really affected it and how much they align with the system itself. So starting off, I will be going over socialism. Socialism does not go along with the Republican Party, with our nation being a capitalist state for our economic system, and our nation being a democratic republic. The United States does not align at all with a system such as socialism. Capitalism is an economic system that is rooted on the approach of providing for one's own person, meaning that in a system such as capitalism, one works for themselves in order to grow and move up in the economic ladder itself and the social ladder as well. Whereas, socialism, it focuses more on kind of a shared economy space, such as, eliminating monopolies and eliminating big corporations and kind of, having people provide for each other in a sense. Capitalism, it thrives off the free market and everything. Having large corporations and markets hold more power within the system itself. Capitalism can be defined as a system in which profit is the main motive of action, while market and competition are primary coordinating mechanisms. Driving the profit is the main goal for the capitalist market. The next term I will be defining and kind of using in relation is liberalism. So liberalism, the two main types of liberalism I will be using are classical liberalism and laissez-faire. Both of these notions advocate for more of the economic freedoms, so I'm going to focus more on laissez-faire. Laissez-faire liberalism and free market liberalism are both rooted in the fundamentals of the free market economy. So obviously, civil freedoms are important, but as far as the Republican Party, they focus more on the economic freedoms. With this being said, being able to have an open and free market economy will not only help the economy grow as a whole, but it provides a better image for our country, in the sense that having a larger economy usually means more power within the globalized market. The next term I will be using is nationalism. So nationalism is usually referred to as the support of one's nation and their respective interests at hand. So this can be a very useful ideology when considering warfare and other types of notions in which our country would be under attack. So in the case of, World War II, World War I, nationalism was very important for our nation and having the nation being able to back our military. The Republican Party thrives off of, the strong emphasis of a strong military that is able to provide us with security, which in turn provides us with security and comfortability in itself. So nationalism can be bad. It can lead to fascism if it is an extremist level or ideology or idealist state. But in the case of the U.S., having a strong military is very important for the Republican Party and is kind of a big key factor in what has helped it develop into what it is now, along with the free market, as previously mentioned. The last term I will be using is conservatism. So the four main pillars of conservatism are liberty, tradition and order, rule of law, and belief in God. Liberty, better known as freedom, is the promise of the nation of the United States. Conservatives believe that the individual possesses the right to life, liberty, and property, and freedom from the restrictions of government. It's very important for the Republican Party that they are not too involved with the lives of other people. This kind of helps the free market be able to flow for as far as the economy, and allows those traditional beliefs to be able to continue forward and be able to kind of be freely exercised in the lives of the individuals that support it. Some traditional keys are human nature and the belief in man to be able to create a well-balanced society. So not having too much government involvement, but not being totally, open to anarchism or anything like that, helps the Republican Party to be able to provide a balance for the citizens of the U.S. to where they can work for their own money and be able to succeed financially, but also be able to have support of the government in terms of them providing security for us in the form of the U.S. military. Things such as marriage, education, and religion are virtues of the traditional conservative mindset. So being able to be well educated, having a strong marriage and family, and religious virtues are all traditional values of conservatism and also align with the Republican Party. So in the sense of the American dream, working for your money, very important, especially in the 40s and 50s when the American, obviously the American dream developed in the late 20s, early 30s, but really didn't get booming until, the 40s or 50s. If you can think about the white picket fence around houses in the 50s, that's kind of what the American dream is, kind of captured by, and it's kind of the imagery in which one associates itself with when thinking about the American dream. Working for your money, working hard, going off, fighting in World War I, World War II, coming back to your wife and kids, picket fence. Being able to provide for your family, provide security for your family, keeping traditional values as far as, having a strong marriage and really just prioritizing your family, belief in God that he will get you through everything, and, just being able to be organized and have it together, not having much change in the sense that it can totally blindside you and have negative effects on not only your family, but, your American dream as well. So in the sense of the Republican Party being aligned with the American dream, I believe strongly that this is the party that will bring you the closest to being able to have that iconic American dream in the sense of the free market, the security that is provided by the military, and just being able to hold on to those traditional values. I think they're very important. That is my presentation, and thank you.